Hello, hashtag CBB Entertainment. Make sure that you check out my website, cbbentertainment.com. So today I'm going to show you how to make a personal pan pizza on a budget. So let's go over everything that I have here. So of course I have cheese, yay. So I'm going to use the Italian mixed cheese, and I'm also going to use the mozzarella cheese, yay. So I'm also going to use tomato paste, okay, and I'm also going to use tomato sauce, and I also have my staple seasonings over here. So of course I have my accent. I'm also going to use garlic powder, and I'm also going to use sugar because I like for my food to taste a little on the sweet side, but if you like the zesty flavor, then you probably don't want to use the sugar. Now I also have the Parmesan and Romano cheese that I'm going to put on the pizza when it's nice and hot, and when it comes out of the oven, you're just going to go ahead and dash some of this over your pizza. I'm also going to use Pam, okay, to spray the aluminum foil, to grease the aluminum foil for when I bake the pizza. I also have fresh mushrooms. Yes, I'm going to use these. And I also have my pepperoni. So I have regular pepperoni, and I also have the turkey pepperoni. I'm going to use both, but you may want to just use one or the other. And so I'm also going to use this. Yes, I'm going to use flour tortilla. Okay, you can find this in your grocery store. Look at how many comes in a pack. There's a lot, you guys. This particular bag has 18.6 ounces, so you can get a lot of personal pizzas out of this bag. So I'm going to use this. So, of course, you know I don't measure anything. I eyeball everything. That's the way I've been cooking, but I do have measurements for you. So, with the pepperoni, okay, I'm going to go ahead and use a half a cup of pepperoni. So I'm going to mix the two, and you can use a half a cup, all right? So pepperoni, half a cup. Mushrooms, half a cup, okay? So when it comes to your seasonings, all right, I recommend using a half a teaspoon. So you can use that for your garlic powder, your accent, a half a teaspoon, okay? When it comes to the sugar, if you want to use sugar, I recommend using 1 teaspoon of sugar, okay? So I have that. And also for your sauce, I recommend using 1/4 cup. Okay, so I'm going to mix the tomato paste and the tomato sauce together. If you want to measure, use 1/4 cup. All right, so we have everything here. We have our bowl, our spoon. We got to have the pizza cutter. It's not official unless you have a pizza cutter. So I went over what I'm going to use. Now let's go ahead and put it together and prepare it to go into the oven. So I have everything ready to go ahead and put onto the flour tortilla. So I have my tomato paste and tomato sauce. So I've used both because, of course, tomato paste is really thick. So it's great for this, but if you kind of need to liquefy it a little bit, go ahead and use your tomato sauce. And that is exactly what I did. Do you see that? Okay, so let's go ahead and add my seasonings. Now I'm going to add my seasonings to the tomato sauce and paste that I have in the bowl. So again, I'm going to eyeball it. Remember, I told you at the beginning of the video to use the measurements that I went over, okay? But I'm going to eyeball it right now. So I have my garlic powder. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my paste and sauce. And I'm going to do it until I feel good with it. All right? This is garlic powder. I feel good with it because I love garlic. All right? Of course, I like to use accent because it really does wake up things to me. So I'm going to use my accent until I feel good about it. And I feel good about it, okay? Now, I'm going to use sugar. Remember, I like my things a little sweet. But if you like yours zesty, then you may not want to use this. But I want mine sweet. So here we go. Here's my sugar. Yay! All right. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a secret ingredient. Of course, I have secret ingredients. So I'm going to add that now. But if you want to know what my secret ingredients, meaning more than one, okay, then go to my website, cbbentertainment.com, and click on secret ingredient and find out what are the secret ingredients that I'm using for my tomato sauce and tomato paste. So I'm going to put this in now without you guys seeing me, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to finish everything off. Okay, so I've added my secret ingredient. Make sure that you go to my website, cbbentertainment.com, to see what that was. So I'm going to go ahead and mix the paste and tomato sauce with all of my ingredients that I've added in here, okay? And the paste is looking great. You can't even see what my secret ingredient is. I know you're trying to cheat and find out, but you got to go to my website. So anyways, this is looking great. So I'm going to go ahead and put the tomato sauce and tomato paste onto my flour tortilla. Now, I want you to keep in mind, you don't want to overdo it because this tortilla is very thin. Look how thin that is. I've already sprayed the pan on my aluminum foil. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on here now. Yay, this is so much fun. Keep it in mind, you don't want to overdo it, you guys, because this is such a thin tortilla that you don't want your pizza to be so heavy that it falls apart, all right? So I'm very aware of that, and here it is. This is looking great. I don't want to overdo it, just enough to give it that flavor. So here we go. All right, this is looking great. I'm happy with this. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Great. I like to get on the edges too. All right. I'm going to sing along. I have this song on that I love so much, you guys. It's called Besame Mucho. Actually, Andre Bocelli did a live remake to the song, and I love it. Besame, besame mucho. All right, so I have my tomato. You see that? So now you have an idea of what that looks like. Now let's get to the good stuff. I'm going to actually add my cheese first. Okay, so I have my cheese here. Again, don't want to put too much because you don't want it to be too heavy. So we'll see. And, you know, sometimes it depends on the size of the tortilla that you get. Will also dictate the amount of cheese and other toppings that you use. I think this is pretty good. I don't want it to be too heavy. So I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Can you see? Let me see if I can show you. I'm okay with that. All right? You see that? Good. Now let's go ahead and add. Next I'm going to go ahead. I actually cut up the mushrooms, okay? I cut them up because that's just my preference. If you want to use them whole, go ahead. But I cut them up. So let's go ahead and put the mushrooms on here. See, when you're cooking, you ever heard this expression that, oh, wow, somebody who cooked this food really cooked it with love. So when you cook it with love, trust me, your food turns out way better. So I'm cooking with love right now. All right, so that's enough mushrooms. Again, I don't want it to be too heavy. Keeping in mind that my flour tortilla is very thin. Now for the best part, y'all. This is my pepperoni. Of course, I've mixed regular pepperoni with turkey pepperoni, but it's your preference on what you want to use. So I'm going to go ahead and place this on here. Yay. All right. So this is looking great, you guys. I cannot wait to eat this. Are you hungry? Totally hungry. This is such a simple thing to do. If you have kids that are of age to go into the kitchen, you can just send them in the kitchen and they can make their own personal pan pizza. Okay, this is a very quick. I cannot tell you how quick this is. You can come in from work, from school, from doing nothing, and just literally do your personal pan pizza in minutes. In minutes, you guys. Fresh pizza. All right, so I have my pepperoni on here now. It's looking so delicious. I cannot wait to get this into the oven. Can you see it? Okay, you see it? You can barely see my mushrooms. That's because I diced up my mushrooms. It's my preference. But the pepperoni, oh my God. All of this is smelling so delicious. So let's go and take a look at the oven and let's get this in. Okay, so I have preheated the oven to 375. I'm going to go ahead and drop it down to 350. And I'm going to keep a very close eye on my personal pizza because the flour tortilla is very thin, you guys. So you don't want to leave it in there too long and burn your pizza. Okay, so everything is all finished. Look at this, you guys. Oh my God, this looks so delicious. And it smells so good. So this is fresh out of the oven. So if you want, you can go ahead and add a little bit of cheese on top now. And this cheese will melt because your pizza is still hot, fresh out of the oven. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a little more cheese and let it kind of melt over my pepperoni. Yes. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and add some Parmesan and Romano. Yeah, that's because I'm just extra like that, okay? I'm just extra like that. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little more of that on top just because I'm extra. But anyways, this is it, you guys. So I cooked this on 350 for about 10 to 12 minutes. Again, you want to eyeball it and make sure you don't burn your pizza. But this is absolutely gorgeous, y'all. Look at your personal pan pizza. There's nothing like fresh food. You have your pizza cutter. Yay, let's dig in, you guys. I hope this video was very helpful. Make sure that you subscribe and check out my website, cvventertainment.com. And don't forget to go and check out that secret ingredient. It's actually 2 secret ingredients that I added. And I will see you at the next video upload. Ciao. I had to stop my cooking video, y'all. I literally, look, I had to stop my cooking video because this came on. And I was like, Bésame mucho. Woo.